Welcome to this week's podcast, which is specifically tailored to Gigabyte updates. I'm here with my man Beast.
Hey.
And I'm Chuckster from World Class Assassins. And we have a special guest joining us from Team Crucial. His name is Bonx. In case you've never heard of him, he's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, Bonx is cool enough to come join us, and he's going to basically give us his insight on Gigabyte tournament. We're going to cover everything from the beginning rounds to how we got to where we are. Gigabyte is currently in the championship match stage, so we'll let you know who's in there. We'll let you know who we think's going to win. And we'll even toss out some predictions for the third place match as well. So this will be a quick podcast, and we'll have a podcast out early next week talking all about our normal league updates, and we'll tell you who the winner was of Gigabyte and how they did it. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and move on to our conversation about Gigabyte, and we'll welcome in Bonx from Team Crucial.
Who the hell knows that guy?
You probably not.
Loser.
You probably haven't heard of him. He's kind of not a big deal.
But he was cool enough to join us. So, Bonx, I know your Team Crucial kind of got, the short end of the stick with this tournament. So, if you kind of want to say a few words on your seeding in general, and then maybe about the match versus rival, because I know it was a good match. So maybe just talk a bit about that.
The seeding was a big thing going in for us. Obviously, that was a point that was kind of sour on the end. But, I mean, really, they should have separated the four main teams, because what sucked is that top bracket was decided in that first round, part two. I mean, no offense to Crimson, they're a good team, but, I mean, they're not going to take on rival. I mean, obviously. So, but as for that, the way we looked at it is, we got that draw. There wasn't much we could do about it at that point, so the way we figured, if we could knock off rival, then for the most part we'd have a run to the finals pretty easy, aside from meeting Crimson at the semis. But unfortunately, we did the crucial choke, and we got what we got. So
Hey, crucial choke, but you are TWL champions, so there's only one team that can say that. But could you talk a little bit more about that match? I mean, I know we saw Garrett's point of view. Seemed like a super close match, 1 to 3 rounds. You seemed like you guys had the upper hand on the third round, but just couldn't pull it out.
yeah, we thought we were going to pull that off. We were getting pretty excited. Then the third round, I think we got a little antsy when we had that big ticket lead on them. And then rival turned around and did the same thing that I've been yelling all week at our guys for, with the whole bringing the APC to the close flag and then just kind of sitting and camping us in spawn. And unfortunately, Nexus did that exact same thing to us in the CGL playoffs and knocked us out that way as well. So
you didn't learn your lesson.
Absolutely not. So there was plenty of screaming going on between me and Garrett, and then of course Lithos, doing his thing, whining about the APC getting destroyed quick, which he had a perfect point. I love you, Lith. In the end, we did not perform. We had first 2 rounds were great. We were pushing their infantry around better than we expected on B. And we ended up holding B, but then that choke with the APC on A, we had guys scattered going around into the C flag instead of coming back to take down their APC. I mean, I looked at my video afterwards, and that APC was it was almost dead for about a good 40 seconds before they even got on flag to cap it, and man, I was just yelling and screaming for our guys to get back there and destroy it, and I don't know what the hell happened. Garrett was screaming for guys to spawn B, and they spawned B, and it was downhill from there. So it's pretty heartbreaking, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, rival is number 1 for a reason. So, a lot of stuff's happened since that match. Not a lot of upsets, I guess you'd say. Well, maybe. I mean, starting with the quarterfinals, just kind of run down here. Crimson matched up with Regiment of Shadows and took care of them pretty easily, 2-0. Rival, as expected, beat Deadly Gaming 2-0, pretty easy. And then the lower bracket is kind of where the more intriguing matchups were. WKA took on the X Factor's Minions. From what I understand, WK won 2-0 on that map. They didn't have much of a problem with the Minions on that map. but I'm not sure. Chuckster, did you hear anything on that?
It was closer than the rounds appeared, I guess. There was a couple close moments where it could have gone any way, but luckily WK pulled out on top.
And then the final matchup there in the quarterfinals, and this was on Golf of Omen, by the way, was Nexus and ClerKs, and ClerKs was able to win 2-0 on that map against Nexus.
I gotta say, that was, honestly, I did not expect you guys to 2-0 that one out from them. So, it's a shame, that one in the match afterwards, that there's no spectator mode to watch those, because they had to be good games.
Yeah, spectator mode, I mean, you look at the next round, the semifinals, which is played on Strike at Karkand, and Crimson and Rival, I'm not sure exactly what the round scores on that were, but it was a 2-0 for Rival. I don't know what the tickets were, but I don't imagine Rival had too much of a problem. And then spectator mode, man, if that existed, this matchup between WK and ClerKs would have been an awesome shoutcast, because it was one of the better matches probably to date on an 8v8. I know Bonx, you were able to watch a replay of it on Twitch, so I know you got to see some of it.
Absolutely.
And it was a pretty good match, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it was freaking excellent. What cracked me up, I just love Triple Sec screaming constantly throughout that whole thing.
Yeah, I think ClerKs has like some of the funniest and terrible at the same time match comms.
Dude, their comms are absolutely wild, but it's a blast to fucking listen to. I'm not gonna lie. Can I swear on this anyway?
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, but that was a fun match. WK took the first round by about 120 something tickets, and ClerKs. I mean, we knew the only way we were gonna beat WK on that map was to get side choice, because we couldn't play defense at all. So we ended up taking the second round by about 15 more tickets than WK won by. And we took the third round by like 35, 40 tickets. So it was just an awesome, awesome match. Big props to WK and to my teammates at ClerKs, because that was awesome.
It was very hard fought, so like I said, that video you guys had up last night streaming on Twitch gave a good point of view. So, but I do have to ask, since we've not played, Crucial's not played since the patch, what's your overall take on the patch changes, on how it affected that matchup? I mean, I would assume the US side is significantly stronger because of the 2 pieces of armor now.
Yeah, the tank really has absolutely no chance as Russian. I mean, there were so many times where if the armor is used right on US and you're working together in the tank and APC, then Russian has literally 0% chance to keep their tank up, because it's just too much damage too fast. So I mean, that map became more infantry based, which I think helped. I guess it helped ClerKs, because they do have some solid infantry. WK is still kind of used to relying on dot golem a lot, so maybe that hurt him in the long run. I'm not really sure, but it was a fun match, and I think post patch, before the patch, may have been a different story. But as it is, it's Rival Gaming and ClerKs in the championship for Gigabyte.
I'm rooting for ClerKs. I just don't know if that's actually going to happen. Who knows? Like I said, I'm rooting for you, Beast. Not so much Triple Sec. He's second tier. But I'm just kidding, bro. I subscribe. But no joke though. Hoping that ClerKs pull it out.
Thing is, Chuckster, he ain't even gonna hear that anyway. He's probably running around, like Garrett said, holding his cock naked in the neighborhood, so still celebrating the win.
Probably.
Actually, after we won, Triple said he was gonna save running around with his cock until after we beat Rival. So
Picks where it didn't happen. I don't want to see him though, personally. You can give him the list.
yeah, I think we'll just take his word for it.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, just a quick note on that. Obviously, I'm rooting for ClerKs as well. I mean, Rival knows that they're not the biggest fans in the community, given partially due to their success, among other things. But I honestly think ClerKs can knock off Rival. I think they have a very good chance at it. So I'm predicting the upset here.
Chuckster, are you man enough to make a prediction? Or?
I will predict that it's not going to be a back to Karkin map. It'll probably likely be a more evenly based map like Bazaar, Scene, or something like that. If it's one of those maps,
Highway.
Highway is another great one. I'll say it's a 2-1. 2-1 in Rival's favor.
Fair enough. All I'm gonna say is
you don't have a
I'm not
word
gonna predict. I'm not gonna predict. Just gonna say good luck to Rival. I hope for a good match. It's gonna be fun.
I hope you get pooped on.
I hate you.
Either way, I think the outcome will be entertaining because triple sec will flip out either way. I'm just curious to see what happens after.
Yeah, we'll make sure and get our comms up there after the match. So, but yeah, it'll be fun. Good luck to Rival. Third place between WKA and Crimson. I'm a believer that WKA will take third place in this tournament pretty handily, regardless of the map. Bonx, do you agree?
Honestly, yeah. While Crimson is a good team, I don't think they can compete with WK. I see WK 2-0 in them on whatever map they play.
Well, we got to stop giving these predictions because every time we predict WK to win, we end up failing and choking hard on that BBC apiece, kind of like Crucial did with the BBC. It was predicted that they would beat Crucial. That failed. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people that thought we were going to beat ClerKs. That didn't come through. So
that's for sure. Well, people didn't even
jinxing.
think we were going to beat Nexus either. So
let's not jinx things around here. I'm going to predict world-class assassins are going to get shit upon.
Well, thank you to Bonx for joining us.
Thanks for having me. So
yeah, Bonx, thanks, man. You're pretty cool,
I tried.
You're all right, but stop choking on the BBC, and you'll go far.
You know what, Chuck? It's a shame you guys lost, but you had to feel our pain. I mean, we're basically scrim partners, so maybe that's part of the problem.
We're just terrible together.
We're just two white boys just submitting to the BBC over and over again.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well then that's going to wrap us up for the night. Let's go ahead and just dive right into those shout-outs. Let's dive. So, Beast, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
All right. I got a shout-out from Macalai, Team ClerKs. He wants to give a shout-out to Rival Gaming. Rival, I wish you good luck in the championship match, but prepare your anus because there is no rulebook to hide behind this time.
Pepper that Angus.
Peppered up.
Well, I have only 2 shout-outs, which is kind of sad. I have one from anonymous person. He wants to give a shout-out. Well, actually, it's a shout-out to August We Must. It's from your Frankenbeans. He said, can we get a little female compassion down here? We are sick of the Friday night, quote, boys only night sessions, end quote.
Oh my god, that's good stuff.
Solid material, what can I say? Alright, and then I have a shout out from Word to Y'all. He wants me to actually try my best X Factor intro impersonation. So here we go. Rival Word to Y'all here from Rival Gaming. Apparently that's all I got for you. That's about as good as I get.
That was bad.
Was it bad? Okay, well, Word just wants to give a shout out to Rival X Factor. Actually, fuck it. He wants to give a shout out to all Rival Gaming, and he just wants to really join you guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's already put on the tags, so he's halfway there, I guess. So he just needs approval from the powers that be. So
Well, what if he's already in Rival? We need
he
to know.
could be. I mean, what if he's trolling the community instead of actually trolling Rival? Like, what if he really is a part of Rival?
I don't know. Can we
Conspiracy?
Can we get a confirm or deny cartel? Can we get that pretty quick?
Yeah, we need to get this verified.
Verification, please. Get your
So
I-9 ready.
we'll work on getting that verified for you. But in the meantime, I think that's all we got for him this week, Chuck.
Well, we do want to give a shout out to Mess for giving us these beautiful visuals for our podcast because our MS Paint skills just weren't enough.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that my MS Paint picture was pretty sweet, but when Mess came around and he was like, "Hey, I want to do this for you guys," we couldn't say no because it's pretty awesome, as you saw throughout the video. It looks amazing, and he's going to do this for us throughout all of our podcasts. So big shout out to Mess, plays for Team Requiem. Thank you, sir. And we'll definitely plan on keep getting better at these visuals throughout the podcasts.
Definitely. All right. Well, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, me too. I gotta get out of here.
See you nerds later.
Yep, and don't forget to follow and subscribe and like the channel, comment, whatever you want to do. But we'll be back at you shortly with the another podcast. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Engineer courtyard.
Pull the tank up.
Crunch
LED's
B,
up.
crunch it.
Crunch B.
Engineer. Tank is on B. He's on radius.
An engineer, spawn engineer.
Fucking just spawn engineer, fucking RPG.
Come on, guys, get B back, get B.
I'm bringing the tank up, but it's gonna be another second.
I killed one of them.
He's pull around to the right, dude. Pull around to the
They
right.
nooched it. They nooched it. They nooched it. They're all over it. We need our tanks to just roll in there.
I killed three on B.
Roll in there with our tanks. Come on,
Roll
guys.
in now, Shane. I need
Nick, I'm spawning in you. Stay up. 3 seconds.
tanks out of here. Tanks out of here. We're getting it nooched.
Let's go. One's over here in
Get it nooched, boys. Get it nooched.
We got it. It's almost nooched.
Crater House.
Over
Crater
left.
House. Watch back in Crater House.
I'm fucking taking shots from the side. I'm fucking almost down.
I got Crater House. I got kill at B.
I got another one down in the courtyard.
I love B house. I love B.
I didn't even breathe. Oh my god, you guys let me die.
We got the bleed, boys. Let's go.
Ramp. Tank is ramp. Tank is ramp.
3 seconds. 2 seconds.
It's not over.
Fucking
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Boom, nigga. Boom.
No fucking way.
Dude, good fucking job.
Good fucking shit.
No way. Dude.
Fucking dude, prepare. We fucking shit.
That was sick, dude. That was sick. The last push was sick.